What's going on, everybody? It's Eric, and I'm back. We're at the end of May. It's that time. Fish are moved shallow. They're ready to spawn. It's the time. It's the time where you can catch them the best all year. So, I want to give you guys my top 5 smallmouth spawn baits, starting with an honorable mention. And we're talking that 60 to 70 degree water, that temp where the fish are spawning. And around my area here in North Central Pennsylvania, that's the last few days of April going into the third and a half week of May. And pretty much by the end of May, they're done. So, honorable mention, a jig. Now, most spawning beds are in really shallow water, but I have seen situations in clear water where I've seen beds in 6-70 foot of water, and this is what you want to use for that situation. Any type of crawl with good action, rage crawl, double tail, even, a chicken crawl or shaped crawl, anything like that will work. Good way to catch them in the spawn, in deeper water. So honorable mention, the jig. Now, for number 5 on my list, this bait keeps popping up on every video for smallmouth, but it's because it works. The tube. Now, if you're fishing a little more shallow with some beds, with either cracking this or just dragging on the bottom, you're going to get bites. I can't tell you how many good bass during spawn I've caught on a tube. It's a lot. It's a lot. So, especially if that water's a little on the clearer side. So, number 5 on my list, the tube. Number 4 on my list, the chatterbait. More specifically for me, the jackhammer. I'm usually throwing I'm not saying you can't throw them, the dirty watercolors, or when that water's in that stained color, either this, clear water shad or this electric shad. Great colors to, for, a female guarding her fry on the bed. Buzzing on by there, get a bite. And like I said, if it's dirty water, just bump up to, Bee Height Delight, Black and Blue, Fire Tiger, Fire Crawl, something like that. So, number 4 on my list, chatterbait, and for me, more specifically, the jackhammer. Number 3 on my list, but a little more subtle, the spinnerbait. Again, if you have those beds in 2 to 4 foot of water, and you're trying to cause a reaction strike, throw that spinnerbait right by. Again, that female guarding the nest, probably going to hit it. And you can go dirty if you want, but good clear water application when they're not biting some other stuff I'm talking about. So, number 3 on the list for me, spawn baits, smallmouth bass, the spinnerbait. Number 2 on this list, and we're still talking about those 3 to 4 foot, actually 2 to 4 foot, less than 4 foot beds, really shallow water, really clear water. You're just trying to agitate the fish a little bit. They're not budging on anything else. The Cinco. 5-inch wacky rig, green pumpkin. You can't go wrong. Just drop that down there and get a bite. Subtle, but when, around here, spawn gets a lot of pressure because there's a lot of guys who only fish during the spawn. So a lot of times you do have to go to that bait to, get those bites, especially the years where the river is a little bit of unseasonably low for the spring. So for number 2, smallmouth spawn bait for me, the Cinco. Now, number 1 on this list, around here, it is typically some stained to dirty water, so that's why this is number 1 for me in my area. But I know this obviously works across the country too. A very popular bait. It's a bait that's won money. You've seen varieties of this bait on the pre-spawn and ISOT list, but now that we're in the spawn and we're in 60 degree water or better, we go in this direction. And that's the square bill. These are probably my 2 best colors. This is not, this is a 6 cents 50X Crush. I wanted to say that it was Lava Crawl, but it's not. It's a very similar color. It works great. Great for when that water's highly stained. And then KVD Perch. This is actually the bait that caught, still to this day, caught my only 5-pound smallmouth, my biggest bass ever for smallmouth. It was during spawn, late April, right on a bed. mildly stained water, still got the job done. So those are my top 5 baits for spawning conditions for smallmouth bass. I'm looking at fish on beds, and I'm looking at water between 60 to 70 degrees. Do you like my selections? Did I miss anything? Drop a comment and let me know. And if any of these baits are new to you, get in the water and give them a shot. So thanks for watching, guys.